YouTube. I decided to make a video about my first trimester of pregnancy, and hopefully I am 6 weeks postpartum. Hopefully I haven't forgotten everything. This video is gonna be about my first trimester, and I'm gonna make a 3 other videos about my second and my third trimester, and also the labor. And I'm hopefully give some helpful tips on how to ease pregnancy or what to expect if you are pregnant. So I would say I found out I was pregnant about 4 weeks, and before I found out I was pregnant, some of the symptoms I was having was extreme fatigue. I was always tired, which is, you go to bed really, really early, and it's just like you can't get enough sleep. Also, I was craving cucumbers and vinegar and salt, which I didn't have a lot of cravings throughout my pregnancy, but in the very beginning, that's what I was craving. Sore breast, which kind of threw me off because during my menstrual cycle, I have sore breasts, so I thought that my period was getting ready to come on, and it did not. So I had sore breasts. Some of the things that you can do to help with sore breasts is wear a sports bra. Well, always wear some support, and even when you're sleeping, if you're going to go to bed, wear support. And the best thing I could say is buy a sports bra, cotton sports bra, and sleep in them, and you will love them. They sell them at Walmart, 3 for $10. Buy a couple packs of those because you're going to need them from the first, in the very beginning, all the way up. Even after you have the baby, you're still going to need those. Now that will help with the sore breast. I had a lot of nausea, and I'm going to talk about nausea and vomiting together. With the nausea, it was horrible, horrible, horrible. And a lot of people, they say call it morning sickness, but I was sick all day, every day, the entire first trimester. Now, not everyone is going to have that same experience. I know women that didn't get sick at all, whom I hate. And I've heard women that actually got sick in their second trimester and was not sick at all in the first. But with me, I was sick the entire first trimester. So what I did to combat the nausea, which is different from vomiting, nausea is the feeling like you're wanting to vomit, is I would get ginger root, actual ginger root, and they sold it at Publix. And it looks like a root, it's brown, and you just cut a piece of it off. And I put it in I chewed a little bit of it, and then I would keep it down here in the bottom of my mouth. And that helped with the nausea, that nausea feeling. Now, with the actual vomiting itself, what I would do is I would eat small meals. Try not to eat sugary things, and try to stay away from things that are causing you to get sick. For instance, I could not eat beef my entire pregnancy. It made me horribly sick. And Chinese food, even the smell of Chinese food would make me horribly sick. So I would stay at all costs away from beef and Chinese food. So find out what's making you throw up, what's making you vomit, and basically stay away from it. They say drink lots of water. Water actually made me nauseous. It made me actually vomit, not nauseous. It made me vomit. Be very, also they say saltine crackers, which I heard help for some women. My auntie actually said that helped for her. It did nothing for me. I actually threw those crackers up. They say try it. My mom would say things like, before you get out of the bed, make sure you have a saltine cracker or 2 so that you're not getting up on an empty stomach or whatever. But that didn't work for me. It may work for you, but it did nothing at all for me. Also, ginger tea is where you take the actual ginger root, or ginger tea, but actual ginger root, put it in the tea, and that helped temporarily. Like, I would drink it, and as long as I was drinking the tea, I felt fine. But then once the tea was gone, I felt nauseous again. So that's why I said, just keep a little piece down there, and it should help with the vomit. Should help with the nausea. Would help with some of the vomiting. During my first trimester, I had very little heartburn. I'm going to talk more about heartburn in the third trimester, but for now, stay away from foods that cause heartburn. And pepperonis cause heartburns for me. So whenever I ate pepperonis, I had horrible heartburn. I thought it was the cheese at first, because the only thing I really eat in the first trimester was pizza. So if you're finding a food that's giving you heartburn, stay away from it. But what helps with it, drink water. Drink milk. That helps. Also, chewing on Tums will help. Licking baking soda helps. But the Tums are really good. Drinking the milk is really good. You don't have to chew. You don't have to do the baking soda. That's like an old school remedy. When I got heartburn for the first time, which is my first time ever getting heartburn, it was bloody murder. It was, my whole chest was on fire, and I had no idea what it was. So if you're having that feeling, go drink some milk, and if it starts to subside, you have heartburn. So what else? Also, constipation. You want to take care of constipation, because constipation, if you are straining when you're going to the restroom, that can cause hemorrhoids, which I will talk about in the third trimester. But I had a little bit of constipation. What helps with constipation, you want to stay away from laxatives when you're pregnant. So you might want to go with more natural, like prune juice really does help. Like just drinking prune juice. If you drink a big glass of prune juice, by the next day you'll be going to the restroom. They also told me to warm it up, and if you warm it up, you'll go to the bathroom right away. So if you're like really constipated, you want to go to the bathroom, try warming up a big glass of 100% prune juice. Be careful about the juices that say they're juice and they're really not. And that actually really helps. Also, drinking a lot of water, and that helps. Drinking a whole lot of water. And I know they say exercise, but I was too sick to do any type of exercise. So drink lots of water, drink prune juice, and say fruits and vegetables, lots of fruits. Get the canned stuff, they're the little tangerines, or just to get some fruits in and some vegetables. I don't really like vegetables, but try to get some vegetables and fruits in. And now, round ligament pain is something I never heard of. And what it is like this area is starting to stretch for the baby. And you would think that would happen later on in the pregnancy, but it happens for me it happened in the first trimester. And it was horrible. It was a shooting pain. I thought I was screaming to the top of my lungs that I needed to go to the emergency room. I never felt something so horrible in my life. And what helps that is calcium, magnesium. I actually have a bottle that I would go get, but I'm kind of running low on time, so I'll show you in the next video. But I have I couldn't take pills because pills made me nauseous. So everything that I took in, like any kind of vitamins, was either chewable or liquid. And they have a liquid form of calcium, magnesium. You want to have calcium, magnesium for those pains. And calcium, magnesium does wonders. I love it. I use it for a lot of stuff. And round ligament pain is probably, next to nausea and vomiting, the worst. It really hurts bad. You're not gonna die. You're gonna feel like you're gonna die, but you're not gonna die. So I talked about fatigue already. I started getting leg cramps in the beginning, but they weren't so bad, so I'm not going to talk about them for the first trimester. I'll talk about them later on in the second and third trimester. Also, you need to get a lot of rest. Like, I know that maybe, like myself, I don't really like to sleep a lot, and it was hard for me to just take a nap during the day. But you need to cut out activities. I was a part of a lot of different things and working and doing all sorts of stuff. I had Bible study. I was a part of NABA, secretary of NABA, and I was in school, and it was just like, you just have to cut out a lot of those activities. Cut it down to the bare bone. Like, the only thing, if you can cut it down to where the only thing you have to do is work, or the only thing you have to do is school, because you're going to need a whole lot of rest. You're going to need that sleep, and just go ahead and succumb to it. Go to bed early and just take time to get your rest in. And so that's as much as I can say for the first trimester. I would say about my mood and things change. It was difficult to get used to not being able to do everything that I was accustomed to, but you should be able to handle it. So the second video is going to be about the second trimester and a little bit about the emotional changes you go through during pregnancy. Bye.